Right, let's get this over with. So, if I have to hear the name Clara Dao one more time, I'm going to personally dismantle every algorithm that decided I needed to know about this. My therapist is going to start charging extra for social media induced existential dread. So, yeah, the cheating Clara Dao breakup saga, a modern day Shakespearean tragedy. If Shakespeare was huffing paint thinner and exclusively watching TikToks on loop, a story so riveting it briefly distracted me from the horrifying realization that I'm slowly turning into a sentient bag of Cheeto dust fueled by spite and internet validation. So, for those of you who have somehow managed to avoid the digital dumpster fire that is TikTok, Clara Dao and another TikTok creator, Javi, were apparently the picture of Gen Z relationship goals. Picture perfect until it all went to hell in a handbasket woven from lies and questionable dance trends. Now, I'm not going to pretend I was emotionally invested. I barely remember what I had for breakfast, let alone the intricate details of some influencer's love life. But the internet, that ravenous beast, demanded I pay attention. And when the internet demands, you submit, or scream into the void and contemplate moving to a remote cabin in the woods and becoming a hermit who subsists solely on berries and hatred of Wi Fi. The initial drama bomb dropped when accusations of Josh cheating started circulating like digital herpes. Sources, allegedly some random burner accounts and blurry screenshots. The usual credible sources for a digital witch hunt. Apparently, Javi was spotted getting cozy with another woman at a party, and the internet detectives, fueled by caffeine and righteous indignation, went into overdrive. I'm pretty sure the CIA uses these people for intel gathering, just saying, and look, I'm not saying cheating is okay, it's objectively a move. But the level of collective meltdown over this, it's like everyone forgot that real problems exist in the world. Like, I don't know, impending climate catastrophe, the rise of AI overlords, or the fact that Crocs are somehow still socially acceptable. And then came the videos, the tearful confessions, the dramatic declarations of heartbreak, the meticulously crafted narratives designed to maximize engagement and sympathy. Look, I get it. Breakups suck. But turning your personal trauma into content, that's a special kind of 21st century alchemy. It's like turning lead into fool's gold, except the fool is me for watching it. Am I the fool? Yes, probably. Are you the fool too? Also, probably. We're all fools just floating in this digital abyss, searching for meaning in a sea of fleeting trends and manufactured drama.
We broke up. Um, it happened really fast when I was in Manila. It happened very suddenly. I feel like it's some kind of universe intervention because I legit did not see it coming. A month ago, I thought everything is perfect, and what we had was a perfect relationship in every sense, and I felt so loved, understood, and respected throughout my relationship. Thought we were aligned on what we want for the future, our values and everything, but it seemed like we don't, and I went through a tough time, trying to figure things out, and we both try to make it work, but I think at this moment, we realize that we have to let each other go, because if we keep staying together, we will hold each other back from actually achieving and experiencing what we want for ourselves. And I think I have learned so much after this relationship. I have learned to truly love someone unconditionally, and I will always be grateful to Javi for teaching me unconditional love. He has always given me the most unconditional love, and he's an amazing person. We just not aligned on what we want, and I think what's sad about it. Sometimes when I think about it, you know. But I am doing okay. Like I said, it was really tough at time, and I did have to take a lot of time out from social media to sort through my emotions. But right now I think I'm okay. And I guess it was one of the hardest chores that I have to make this year. And I guess right now I just want to focus on myself, on healing, on living my best life, and keep choosing myself over and over again.
Clara, bless her heart, released a video where she explained her side of the story using the language of a heartbroken millennial navigating the treacherous waters of modern relationships. She was hurt, she was disappointed, she was ready to monetize her pain, apparently. I'm not judging. Capitalism demands it, but somewhere between the carefully chosen words and the strategically placed tears, I felt like I was watching a performance. A well-crafted performance, mind you, but a performance nonetheless. Javi, not to be outdone, released his own video, a rambling, slightly incoherent apology tour that felt less like genuine remorse and more like a desperate attempt to salvage his reputation. He admitted to making a mistake, which is the equivalent of saying, "I accidentally tripped and fell into another woman's arms," while simultaneously removing her clothing and whispering sweet nothings into her ear. Mistakes happen, I guess, especially when you're a TikTok influencer with a questionable moral compass and a thirst for clout.
So it's been 2 weeks since my breakup, and as many of you could tell, I was happy. It was a perfect relationship. She understood me, she taught me how to be a better man, she taught me how to give, and together we achieved things I could have only dreamt of. And for a second, she really became my purpose. And so I think the hardest emotion I was avoiding was realizing that that was not the vision I had for my life. In the months leading up to the breakup, I started to feel really lonely because I didn't have any friends outside of the relationship. I felt homesick living in another country. But most importantly, I started to feel this lack of purpose. So I moved back home to the Philippines, literally hosted the biggest party of the summer, DJ'd at shows, got a car. But most importantly, I met my new friend group, reconnected with my parents, and started pouring into myself again. So yeah, I am making this video to process my breakup and even the sadness that I felt. But I realized that sadness isn't this negative emotion we should avoid. If anything, sadness is the skill that helps us let go and move on. And you can bet that I'll be documenting every part of that journey.
The fan base, of course, went absolutely ballistic. Teams were chosen, sides were taken, and digital war was waged in the comments sections. The Clara stans attacked Javi with the ferocity of 1,000 suns, while the Javi defenders, well, I'm not entirely sure what their argument was. Something about everyone making mistakes and cancel culture being toxic, which, ironically, is usually what the cheaters say after they are caught. The whole situation devolved into a chaotic mess of speculation, accusations, and performative outrage. I genuinely believe that aliens are watching us and are like, yeah, let's just leave them to it. They're clearly evolving in reverse. Speaking of the fan base, oh god, the Clara Dao community is a special breed. They're like a hive mind of meticulously curated aesthetics, matching outfits, and unwavering loyalty. They hang on Clara's every word. Each TikTok post is a word of gospel, even if she tells them to go buy a rock and then stare at it for 2 days. It's simultaneously adorable and terrifying. I bet they all collectively share one brain cell, and it's currently playing a loop of whatever sound is trending on TikTok at the moment. I bet if you went into their houses, they all smell of strawberry shortcake and crippling anxiety. And the Josh defenders? Well, they are a mix of incels and middle-aged divorcees who don't understand why their wives left them. Also a spattering of teenage boys who want to be edgy. The memes, oh sweet lord, the memes, the internet, as it always does, found a way to extract humor from the tragedy. Clara crying became a reaction image for everything from stubbing your toe to realizing you forgot to pay your taxes. Javi's apology became a copy pasta used to deflect blame for everything from spilling coffee to accidentally starting a nuclear war. We truly are a species of apex predators, aren't we? We see pain, we see suffering, and we turn it into a meme. And then we share that meme with our friends and we laugh and we forget until the next tragedy comes along and the cycle begins anew. Accurate, honestly. This is not a drill. This is our lives now. Wake up to this digital diarrhea every single day. But here's the thing, folks. In the grand scheme of things, does any of this actually matter? Does the drama of 2 TikTok influencers really have any bearing on our lives? No, of course not. We're all just gonna die, so really nothing matters. We're just fleshy bags of water, slowly decaying on a rock, hurtling through space. This breakup is just a momentary distraction from the existential dread that consumes us all. It's like a flickering candle in the face of an oncoming supernova. A supernova of brain rot. But hey, at least it gave me something to rant about for this video. Because let's be real, I'm just as addicted to the drama as everyone else. I'm a content creator, which basically means I'm a professional vulture feasting on the scraps of human misery, except instead of feathers, I have crippling self-doubt and a desperate need for validation. So what's the moral of the story? I don't know. Maybe it's that the internet is a terrible place filled with terrible people doing terrible things for terrible reasons, or maybe it's that love is dead and social media killed it, or maybe it's that I need to touch grass, like really need to touch grass. I think I'm starting to photosynthesize. I haven't seen the sun in 3 months, but hey, at least I got a video out of it. Thanks, Clara and Javi, for sacrificing your relationship on the altar of the algorithm. You've truly enriched my life, or, further eroded my sanity, but whatever. Same difference. In conclusion, the Clara Dao breakup situation is a perfect example of everything that is wrong with the internet. Shallow, it's manufactured, and it's utterly pointless. But it's also incredibly addictive. So I guess I'll see you all in the comment section where we can continue to dissect this digital train wreck like the emotionally stunted creatures we are. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I need the validation to keep going. I mean, I don't need it, but it would be nice. Okay, I'm begging you. Please just like the video. My sense of self-worth depends on it. I'm not kidding. My therapist will be thrilled. I'm gonna go lie down now. I think my brain is starting to leak out of my ears. Stay tuned for the next video where I'll be ranking different types of instant ramen based on their philosophical implications. Yeah, I'm not joking. I'm literally doing that. See, I wouldn't want to be, unless you're a millionaire, then yeah, I would.